So Uncle Larry again. I keep saying that I'm done with Hyliion, Shll, and it just keeps it keeps happening. Title of this video is really you should be buying the warrants, or why you should be buying the warrants. I'm going to discuss that in a minute. Let's talk about what happened today. Of course, it keeps running like a bull, and today Tortoise acquisition, Shll, it closed at 55.85. And the warrants closed at 23.96. So the warrants, so you'll know, if you're on Fidelity, the warrant is Shll-WT. And I think that if you're on TD Ameritrade, it's Shll plus. And those are the warrants, right? So I'm going to get back to the warrants because I called Fidelity. It took me like an hour and 45 minutes to get a hold of Fidelity. I was like, huh? By the time they answered the phone. So, but anyway, let's talk about Tortoise acquisition today. What happened today is, of course, it's still running. People are buying in big blocks. So investors, it could be insiders, buying up big blocks of it. And it just keeps running, right? And then you have two grocery stores that are about to renew their trucking fleet, right? You got Webman, and then you got HEB. These are two grocery stores that have their own fleet of trucks. And this retrofit is perfect. They don't have to buy a whole new fleet. They can retrofit Shell's component right onto their existing trucks, right? So that's what makes it a good move. You got a potential of earning a lot of money for Shell because they are thinking about replacing their whole fleets, right? So this is hearsay. This is what we hear, right? We don't know that for sure. But anyway, the stock is running. But I'm going to keep this one really short. I personally think, before I tell you that, I have to say this, I am not your financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. But we gonna laugh our way to the bank. Give me 5. All right. But anyway, here's what's happening with the warrants. I talked to actually 3. I called them last night and I called them twice today. A total of about 2 hours and 45 minutes of wait time. You're welcome. You don't have to do it now. All right, so I'm going to explain what the warrants are and how they operate, which I didn't fully grasp until I got a thorough explanation from 3 people of the same company. All right, so the reason I think right now at this price today, it is better to buy the warrants even more than the shares. So I'm not saying just buy the warrants. I'm saying balance out what you buy. Warrants to shares. I would buy, for every share I would buy the warrants. Me personally, Larry, Uncle Larry, I would buy 2 warrants per share. And here's why. When you buy the warrant right now, so I bought warrants, I actually even doubled down again. I tripled down today on the warrants after I talked with them. So when you buy the warrants, regardless of what it closed today, that's as of today, the warrant is an option to buy. You're buying an option to buy. I'm going to break this down. So the warrant price, the strike price of the warrant is actually $11.50. So just write that down. $11.50, right? And you have until March 4th, I believe, 2024. March 4th, 2024 to exercise that warrant. So I can tell you this before even going into exercising warrants. You could sell the warrants at face value. So I will tell you, let's just say I have 250 of the stock, which I got it at around, I kept cost averaging up. So my first positions was at $17, right? So I'm doing good. But let's just keep it even number. Let's just say I have 200 shares of Tortoise. I only have 100 of the warrants, right? I got more than that, but I got the hundreds of the warrants, so half. I will tell you the amount of money that I made on both is exactly the same. Exactly the same. But you can buy more of the warrants because of the price. It's half the price of the share. Follow? But now, here's what even gets more interesting and why the warrants are more attractive. The warrants, the strike price of the warrant is not what you pay for it. It's $11.50. So check this out. If you call Fidelity or TD Ameritrade, you can't do it yourself. You have to call your broker. If you call them a year from now, and a lot of analysts say that the stock price could be $150 by the end of next year. $150 is what they're saying by the end of next year, or 2 years, $150. Yep, within 2 years, they're saying $150. They're saying within 10 years, the price could be $675. So those of you in it for the long haul, you'll make a lot of money. All right. It's a solid company. But let's just say it. So let's just say it goes to $111.50. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's say a year from now, that's what the stock price is. You can call Fidelity or whoever your broker is and say, I want to exercise, another tongue twister. I want to exercise my warrants, right? For every warrant, you have to have the cash available in your account. You can say, I want to sell one warrant. That one warrant costs you $11.50. So $11.50 comes out of your account. But now the $111 stock, one of those get added to your account. So if the stock price goes to $111.50 and you exercise your right, you exercise your warrant at $11.50, you are up $100. But here's the kicker. If it gets to the point where they're going to lose too much money, they could do a call on your warrant, meaning you don't have until 2024. They could say at the end of 2021, you got to exercise your warrant because the stock price is, $90 or the stock price is $200 and they're going to lose too much money and they can call that warrant in. Follow? So let's go over this again so we got a clear understanding. A year from now, if the stock price goes up to $111.50, you have the option. So that $11.50 is not what you're paying. You paying for the option. So that option goes away. So one of your warrants go away. You pay on top of what you've already paid. You pay $11.50, but you purchase the stock price at whatever it is, right? So if the stock price is $211.50, you're only paying $11.50 for a $200 stock a year out from now, 2 years out from now, 3 years out from now. If that don't blow your mind, you crazy. So what I did is, instead of buying more stock today, I bought more warrants because I want to make a lot of money. Man, I don't, y'all quiet? Man, that's crazy. Man, that's crazy. This stock is going to run up. So let me tell you this, what's going to happen, what I think is going to happen. Stock is going to run right up until the acquisition, right? It's going to pop. People are going to do profit taking. It's going to dip back down 10, 15%, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I don't care if it dips down 20%. Some of you newbies are going to panic and sell. Those of us that know what this company is going to do in the future, we're going to hold, because there's a small company called Tesla and the same thing happened. And then it starts to go up. Month after month, year after year, month after month, year after year. I bought Tesla late at $700 and I sold some of my shares at $16.80. You do the math. And in 2 months' time. So what I'm suggesting to you is, man, buy the warrants. Let's make money, people. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. And again, smash that like button. Give that like button a finger. We'll see you next time. Peace out.